I think that I enjoy the course because we have really good teachers. They're always there to have a chat if you need it about life or about anything within the work that you're struggling with. I definitely think that I get support. It's really nice to have really nice teachers that really help you with everything. It doesn't really matter whether it's personal or whether it's work related. I feel like we have a good ratio to theory to practical. Just depends on what part of the course that you are going through. Some elements are really theory based, and then others you just get to have a lot of free range with. I've always been really interested in film and the media, and it's a really interesting subject, and all the topics that we get to cover over the 2 years are all really interesting and really cool. To begin with, when it comes to Photoshop and Adobe, we get kind of a few weeks of trial runs, and we get to just shoot some footage and kind of just learn how to use Photoshop and learn how to use Adobe Premiere. The software is really good, and you have enough time to kind of get to terms with it. So you kind of get a real range of you do horror ident stuff, you do documentary, you do film studies and dramas, and there's a lot of media crossovers within the subject. Over the last 2 years we've had a lot of time to be really creative, and we've been really free enabled to be creative with all the projects that we've done. There's not really anything that you're really hindered with. Whatever topic it is, you get to kind of come up with the idea yourself or within a group and just kind of run with it, and you can be as ambitious or as simple as you like to be. It is really a lot of how far you want to push yourself. A lot of the time you just kind of keep on top of deadlines on your own, and you come up with things, and you have a lot of creative freedom, and that's something that you do on your own or with your group of friends. During the 2 years that we are here on this course, we have to do work experience. What I did in my first year, we did Staffs Fest, we did pantos, we did gigs for bands. We did a lot of really cool little work experience things. Our course gives us access obviously to the library, to every part of college really, but we also have a studio, and we have a lot of really cool equipment that we get to book out and use as and when we please, whether it be for our own personal use or whether it be for a project. So the studio, we just book out kind of as and when we can. The studio is a decent sized space, and you can kind of just be creative in there. It's always a really nice space to be able to use. All the equipment that we have is always quite high tech. At the college we also have a really awesome careers advisor who is always available to help anybody as and when they need it. She's been really helpful for me the past 2 years, well 3 years technically for me. In the library there's also student services, and they always help out with any well-being issues that you might have, if you need financial support for bus passes or whatever you need to get to college. It's just a really nice environment to be in and spend 2 years here.